Today we are breaking down the three manufacturing technologies that define what is happening at Giga Texas in April 2026, the 50,000-ton Gigapress, the unboxed parallel assembly process, and Tesla's new Gen 3 LFP battery supplier strategy. Each is confirmed in patent filings, official earnings call statements, and verified supply chain reporting. Understanding how these three systems connect is the clearest way to see what Tesla is actually building. On the Q1 2026 earnings call, Musk confirmed Cybercab production is underway with an important clarification. The early production rate will be agonizingly slow, but then ramping up and going kind of exponential toward the end of the year. Also on that call, VP of Vehicle Engineering Lars Moravi confirmed a significant regulatory update. When asked whether the 2,500 vehicle annual NHTSA exemption cap applies to the Cybercab, Moravi's answer was a single word: no. Tesla designed the Cybercab to comply with all existing federal motor vehicle safety standards on its own, meaning no NHTSA waiver is required. This removes the regulatory ceiling that would otherwise limit production scaling to 2,500 no-steering wheel vehicles per year. It is the most consequential regulatory development in the Cybercab program to date. The 50,000-ton Gigapress represents a scale increase of approximately 8 times over the 6,000-ton system used for the Model Y, and approximately 5 times over the 9,000-ton system used for the Cybertruck. At this force level, molten aluminum heated to approximately 700 to 800 degrees Celsius is injected into a massive mold and pressed in milliseconds before rapid cooling maintains structural integrity. The result is a single structural casting that replaces what would traditionally be 200 to 300 individual stamped steel parts, joined by thousands of welds. Each weld is a potential defect point. Each part is a supplier dependency. The Gigapress eliminates entire categories of both. By comparison, competitors like XPeng are currently operating presses around 16,000 tons, and traditional automakers, including Ford and Toyota, are experimenting with 6,000 to 9,000 ton systems for next-generation EV platforms. The critical engineering trade-off of the Gigapress architecture is worth stating directly. Concentrating production into a single casting machine creates a single point of failure. If the machine goes down, potentially thousands of production units per week halt simultaneously. Traditional assembly systems can reroute or isolate failures across stations. The Gigapress cannot. Industry defect rates for large-scale die casting range from approximately 1 to 5%. At Tesla's ambition of up to 2 million Cybercabs annually, even a 1% defect rate would produce approximately 20,000 unusable castings per year. Unlike traditional manufacturing where a faulty component can be replaced, the Gigapress outcome is binary. The entire structure is either accepted or scrapped. Tesla is making this bet deliberately, trading redundancy for a cost and speed advantage that the company calculates will dominate over time. The unboxed parallel assembly process received its U.S. patent grant in September 2025 and is now confirmed live in Cybercab production at Giga Texas. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office filing, confirmed by Basenor, describes the process as building 5 to 6 major modules simultaneously. The front section, structural battery pack integrated with the interior, rear section, and side structures, before a final marriage step where laser-guided robots fasten these together. Interior components including seats, carpets, and center consoles are dropped vertically onto the open skateboard chassis by overhead gantry robots, which eliminates the traditional process of stuffing these items into an enclosed shell. Basenor's confirmed analysis: 40% reduction in factory footprint, 30% labor cost reduction, and a target cycle time of one vehicle every 5 to 10 seconds versus the Model Y's current 33 to 35 seconds at Giga Shanghai. None of Tesla's current production vehicles, Model 3, Y, or Cybertruck, use the full unboxed process. The Cybercab is the first. The paint shop elimination is connected to the unboxed process and is the most energy-significant manufacturing decision in the Cybercab program. Lars Moravi confirmed the concept originated with the Cybertruck and has been pushed further in the Cybercab. Paint shops in conventional automotive manufacturing account for 20 to 30% of total factory energy consumption, the largest single energy overhead in the production process. The Cybercab uses polyurethane body panels with color embedded in the material during molding, then joined with ultrasonic welding. Individual flat panels are treated rather than sending a fully assembled complex shell through e-coat tanks and curing ovens. The compound effect of eliminated paint shop, parallel assembly, Gigapress castings replacing hundreds of components, and modular interior installation is what makes the $25,000 price target mathematically coherent. Musk confirmed the approximately $25,000 figure on the Q3 2024 earnings call, refining an earlier, under $30,000 number from the Cybercab unveiling. The Sunwoda battery supply story is grounded in confirmed reporting. Chinese outlet 36KR and Electrek independently confirmed that Tesla has added Sunwoda, also known as Sunwoda Electronic, as its fifth global power battery cell supplier. Sunwoda's third-generation LFP cells support a 3C charging rate, meaning a 10 to 80% charge in approximately 20 minutes compared to 30 to 40 minutes for Tesla's current 1C to 2C LFP chemistry. Unlike Tesla's existing CATL arrangement, where CATL supplies complete battery modules, Tesla is purchasing cells only from Sunwoda and handling module and pack assembly in-house. Currently, these cells are shipping from Sunwoda's Yiwu, Zhejiang facility and are being installed in Giga Shanghai-built vehicles destined for export markets only, not yet for domestic Chinese sales. There is currently no confirmed timeline for domestic Chinese deployment. Two important caveats on the Sunwoda partnership that the honest analysis requires. First, Sunwoda settled a significant battery quality lawsuit with Geely subsidiary VREMT in early 2026. Geely had claimed 2.3 billion yuan in damages over alleged LFP cell defects in the Zeekr 001 between 2021 and 2023, settling for approximately 608 million yuan. Electrek noted Tesla's decision to start with export vehicles rather than domestic Chinese sales suggests caution about this quality track record. Tesla typically evaluates new suppliers for approximately 1 year before broader deployment. Second, on competitive context, Chinese EV company Zeekr has already introduced LFP cells capable of 5.5 C charging, 10 to 80% in under 10 minutes, versus Tesla's new 3C capability. The 3C partnership with Sunwoda is a meaningful step forward for Tesla's LFP offering, but it is not the industry frontier. The thread connecting all three technologies is the same strategic logic. Compress cost, eliminate dependencies, and build a manufacturing system that scales faster than any competitor can replicate. The Gigapress removes hundreds of parts and dozens of suppliers. The unboxed process removes the assembly line architecture that has defined the industry for a century. The Sunwoda partnership removes module dependency on CATL and increases Tesla's bargaining leverage across its entire battery supply chain. Whether the target of 2 million Cybercabs annually materializes depends on yield rates, regulatory expansion of the autonomous network, and software maturity. What April 2026 confirms is that the manufacturing architecture designed to achieve that target is now operational.